I was 61 when I realized I had become invisible. People didn't look at me the same anymore. The waiter called me sir, but in a tone that meant hurry up. Strangers stopped asking for my opinion. My grown kids started talking to me like I was made of glass. And somewhere between retirement parties and blood pressure pills, I quietly stopped recognizing the man in the mirror. But I didn't speak up. I smiled politely, said I was fine. I wasn't fine. This is for you. If you're over 60, I want you to hear what I'm about to say. Because no one told me, and I wish they had. I lost friends, my health, my self-worth, and nearly my life. All because of the things I didn't stop doing when I should have. This isn't a lecture. It's a warning. A wake-up call. A voice from your future if you don't change now. Here are the 5 things you must stop doing after 60. And the last one? That one almost killed me. But let me start from the top. Cyclone, stop pretending you're still 40. You're not. And that's okay. But I wasn't okay with it at first. At 61, I still jogged like I was chasing medals. I lifted weights like I was still in my prime. Ignored the creaks in my knees. Laughed at my doctor when he told me to slow down. I'm just getting started. I told him. What I was really doing was outrunning the truth, that I was aging, and it scared me. I didn't want to face that some things would never come back. The speed, the recovery, the ability to eat whatever I wanted without consequence. I thought if I pushed hard enough, maybe I'd trick time into running backward. One day I pushed too hard. Chest pain, ambulance, emergency room, heart attack. I survived, but my pride didn't. I remember laying in that hospital bed, the beep of the monitor like a ticking clock, and realizing I had no one to blame but myself. Not because I was active, but because I refused to adjust. I thought slowing down meant giving up. It doesn't. It means respecting the body that carried you this far. That body deserves kindness now. It deserves care. So stop pretending. You're not 40, but you're still alive. And that means you can do things just differently. Listen to your body, not your ego. You don't have to stop living. You just have to stop trying to live like you're not aging. There's honor in aging well, and that starts with honesty. Prohibited stop saying it's too late. I used to say that all the time. Too late to learn. Too late to fix things. Too late to love again. It's a dangerous sentence, because the moment you say it, you stop living and start waiting. I told myself I couldn't learn technology. That was for the young. So I never joined video calls with my grandkids. I missed birthdays, missed jokes, missed smiles, all because I was too proud to say, "Can you show me how this works?" We think asking for help makes us look weak. But you know what's weak? Missing out on life because you're afraid of looking foolish. I once met a man, 79, who taught himself to paint. Every day, he sat on his porch and painted sunsets. He said it gave him peace. It's not about becoming a master. It's about becoming willing. It's not too late unless you say it is. You can still change your routine. You can still forgive someone. You can still start over. So stop telling yourself it's too late. Because if you're breathing, it's not. Prohibited stop being silent about your pain. Let me tell you something no one admits. After 60, pain becomes a companion. But it shouldn't become your jailer. I didn't talk about my back hurting. I didn't talk about the loneliness after my wife passed. I didn't talk about how hard it was watching my friends disappear one by one. Because I thought real men stayed silent. So I smiled, nodded, changed the subject when someone asked, "How are you really?" And you know what happened? I got worse. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally. My daughter once told me, "Dad, you always look like you're holding something in." I was. Tons of it. It wasn't until I finally broke down in front of my doctor that things changed. He sent me to therapy. I hated the idea at first, but talking saved my life. You don't have to go to a therapist. Talk to your brother. Talk to your kids. Talk to the dog if you have to. Write down. Scream in the shower. Pray out loud. Just stop holding everything in, because silence is heavy, and it only gets heavier the longer you carry it. Pain doesn't get smaller when you ignore it. It gets louder. And if you don't speak it, it will speak for you. In your sleep, in your stress, in your blood pressure, in your habits. Let it out. Not because it's easy, but because it's the only way to breathe again. Broken hearts stop chasing people who don't respect you. Let me be clear about something. Loneliness is real. After 60, it sneaks in. Kids move away. Friends pass on. Your phone rings less. Holidays grow quieter. And in that silence, you might start chasing what you should have released. I did. I had a brother named George. We were close growing up, shared a bunk bed, fought over cereal, told each other secrets. But somewhere in our 40s, we drifted. And by the time I was 60, I was the only one calling. He never picked up. When he did, he kept it short, dismissive. Still, I called. Still, I sent birthday messages, Christmas cards, even small gifts. And every time he ignored me, it hurt more. But I kept chasing. Why? Because I couldn't face the truth that some people, even family, stopped choosing you. I wasted years trying to repair something he had already burned. One day, my daughter asked, "Why do you keep calling someone who doesn't call you back?" I didn't have an answer, just an ache. I thought loyalty meant never giving up on people. But what I learned, too late, is that loyalty to others means nothing if it costs your loyalty to yourself. So stop chasing people who don't respect you. If they wanted to be in your life, they'd show up. Let them go. Make space for the people who do call, who remember your birthday, who ask how you're really doing. Because chasing ghosts won't make you feel alive. But being present with those who see you, that will. Warning, stop numbing the pain instead of healing it. This one's hard to talk about, because I nearly didn't make it back from it. After my wife passed, I became a shell. We had been together 42 years. I didn't know who I was without her. She was the one who made the coffee, who remembered people's birthdays, who danced with me in the kitchen when no one was looking. When she died, the world got quiet. Too quiet, and I didn't know how to sit in that silence. So I started filling it. A few drinks at night turned into more. Whiskey became my dinner. Old movies replaced phone calls. My front door stayed locked. My curtains stayed drawn. No one noticed at first, because when you're over 60, people expect you to slow down. They call it grieving, but what I was doing wasn't grief. It was decay. I remember one night, the TV was on, empty bottles on the table. I hadn't showered in 2 days. And I saw myself in the dark reflection of the window. I looked like a man who was already gone. Something inside me snapped. Not in rage, but in surrender. That's when I picked up the phone and called my son. Told him everything. He came over that night. Sat with me. Held my hand. No judgment. Just presence. That moment saved me. Not because it made the pain disappear, but because I finally stopped hiding from it. Pain demands attention. If you ignore it, it finds other ways to be heard. In your sleep, your appetite, your heart. I had spent 2 years numbing it. But healing only started the moment I let it hurt out loud. You don't have to drown to prove you're struggling. Just say it. Let someone see you. You're not weak for feeling lost. You're human. And humans heal when they stop pretending they're fine. Sparkle's the hardest truth I've ever learned. There's something about getting older that no one warns you about. You start to run out of next times. Next time I'll call him. Next time I'll apologize. Next time I'll start eating better. Next time I'll tell her how much she means to me. And then one day, there are no more next times. Only echoes. I have so many echoes now. But I also have today. And so do you. So stop waiting. Stop numbing. Stop chasing. Stop pretending. Your time is not infinite. But your ability to change, to love, to forgive, to begin again, that's still very much alive. Let this be the day you stop doing what drains you and start doing what brings you back. Because even at 75, I'm still learning how to live. And if you've listened this far, maybe you are too.